What's good, family? For those that are visual learners, right? I got a story I made for y'all, right? And it's just showing the different mindsets of people, the different mindsets, the unseen, right? And the different choices that we could make. So it goes like this, right? You're in a group of 6, and that's you, including 5 other people. And you're in search for a place to settle in. So you and 5 others, right, walk upon a path, and there's a left path and a right path. Y'all have to make a decision as a group, right, to decide which path are y'all gonna go to. Now, in this left path, right, you can clearly see that there's greenery, there's fresh roots, there's fresh bushes, there's fresh trees, everything's just green over there. Now, on the other hand, the right path, it doesn't look as pleasant. It's an unsettling feeling, it's gloomy, but only you are aware of that. You may ask, like, why am I the only one noticing these things? Well, that's because you are just a little bit different, right? Now, on this right path, there's a sign, right? And this sign says, safe way. Cross over here. And you're like, safe way? But it clearly doesn't look like it's safe over there, but it's saying that's the safest way. Quick reminder, though, I forgot to tell y'all, there's already people living in these 2 places. On the left side, there's people. On the right side is people. You just can't see them until you go further in. Back on track, right? You gotta make a decision, right? Y'all just sitting there. You gotta choose either the left path or the right path. Now, out of the group of 6, right, that's you and 5 others, there's always gonna be that one person that commits action over thoughts. Now, the other 4 people are not very good at decision making. So it comes down to your choice and a dumbass's choice, right? I'm not gonna call him a dumbass, right? But it comes down to his choice, the action without thought, and your choice. So now you have 2 influences, right? Your claim is that the left side is the best choice because it is the most safest, right? You clearly see that it's the safest way. Why? The greenery is displayed. The other person, right? His claim is that because it says safe way, come over here, right? That's the safe way. Now, I know what you're thinking, but there are people like this that will literally make choices based on that, what's in front of them. When all is said and done, right, the majority chooses the right side, right? Shaking my head, I know, right? So they walk through this gloomy, dark, forest side of the path. Enough walking, right, they end up approaching upon a town, right? It's a civilization, or a town, I'll just call it a town, right? And in this town, it's well made, right? It's almost a bit too perfect, and everything is nice. You thought it was all gloomy and stuff, but it's nice, actually. Let me reiterate that, right? It's still nice, but there's still this sense you get that it's putting you off. Now you walk up towards a gate, which is enforced by, you see, military people, it looks like, and they tell you that there's rules that you have to abide by before coming into this or settling into this town. You being different, right, you immediately notice that these rules is made to hinder those who arrive, you feel me? So those who made it up, who was there, who made it up, it doesn't affect them as much, but you just say fuck it, right? And then y'all end up settling inside this town, right? I've been staying for several weeks, right? And you notice that the people are normal people, but they appear zombified. Like, they don't really have a mind of their own, right? You also notice that people have been watching your group, right? Not only just military people, but regular people walking around. They're not like low-key about it, but they're watching you. We're gonna skip to the climax real quick, and eventually they end up catching you, and you eventually end up being outcasted. You end up being outcasted in a way where you reside on the land, but they just rough you up a little bit to change your mindset, you feel me? Also to keep you from telling something that you're not supposed to be telling. As we get to the conclusion, right, you end up being brought back into the society with open arms, put on a pedestal, right, basically, and you're given positions that you're like, wait, I didn't even do anything to earn this position. Why am I getting this position? Well, that's because you're different. You're so different that they have to bring you into their society to keep it going, to keep it lively. After being there for such a long time, right, your subconscious begins to wake you up, try to wake you up and let you know that something's not right. Your subconscious, right, it's trying to tell you that gloomy feeling you was feeling is energy being sucked away, and not in a good way. But eventually, you don't wake up and you end up being trapped in this system, waiting for another being like you to wake you back up, to trigger you. And that's just one of the many outcomes to this story, right? He chose a path to want a savior to save him instead of being that savior. The other side of this story, right? He could have just went to the left path by himself. You see? Anyways, family, I'll have a video after this one, right? Explaining the story, right? And so you'll have more details about what I'm trying to say and tell y'all. Anyways, family, peace, love, light, and darkness. Ashe.